Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. Be with you in just a second. Alright. Hello everybody. Hope you're doing well this evening. This episode is going to be primarily based around doing enchanting. We have access to a lot of the things that we need. I did a little bit of research on the Deep Dark, and I learned what it is, what it's about. And so we're going to go there at some point today. I'd like to get a lectern to a village that doesn't have an employment, or that has an unemployed villager. And I would like to do a little playing around with spawning on the with respawning his job as a librarian. And by doing that, we should be able to get ourselves a book of mending that we can use on a hoe, that we can put some other enchantments on, namely efficiency and unbreaking. And with that, we should be able to get to the Deep Dark, and if we can clear it out well enough, as far as those little shrieker things are concerned that spawn the warden, we should then be able to just kind of run around that place with our hoe and get a whole bunch of free XP to further our enchanting needs. Maybe we'll find an ancient city there. That would be pretty cool. Primarily, we're going to be looking to clear the place out. And once we clear it out, maybe mine out any other resources we find there. And then use all that XP to make our diamond armor super, super strong, so that we can then get to the next stage of the game where we're just kind of rolling through stuff. So right now, I think what we need is a lectern, some emeralds, and some trapdoors. Maybe it would be good to have excuse me, I had to cough. Maybe it would be good to have a shovel as well. Although I don't think we need a really good one. I think we just need kind of a basic shovel. We'll make some trapdoors. Make some spruce ones. That'd be great. Alright. Let's do this. I think I also have sticks over here. That'll help. Alright, there's our trapdoors. Let's make another crafting table. I feel like you can just use them everywhere in these bases. There's never a bad spot for a crafting table. Kind of just want one, like, always around. One on every floor, kind of in a central location. Alright, now we should be, we should be pretty set for this. Let's go ahead and get to a village. Let's go to our first village, because I'm pretty sure that one will be safe. We know that one's safe, and I'm pretty sure that one also doesn't have any, or has people that require employment, as it were. So, make the rain stop, make it sunrise, and we'll make our way over. This is kind of the first of the cheesy things we're going to be doing in this game, but it's fine. If we actually have intentions of getting ourselves every advancement in this game, we are going to have to get used to at some point in time breaking a little bit of our moral code and shifting into a get it done kind of thing, because some of the stuff you have to do the ghasts or sheepers, excuse me, I keep coughing. But some of the things you do the ghasts in this game, or some of the other advancements, do require you to play in specific ways that are easier or better streamlined if you are willing to make some weird, wacky contraptions. And we're not above making weird, wacky contraptions. We're just going to try and, outright avoid full cruelty. Resetting a villager a couple of times, that's just fine. We can absolutely do that, so let's go find these villagers. Should be right around this corner. And then I should be able to get a mending off of them, and off of that mending will then work with what we have as far as the rest of our XP there to get the unbreaking and the efficiency. And as long as we can get a book for each of those, then we'll be able to go to an anvil. I think I might have to make an anvil, actually. And we can combine it, and I'll show you. Most people probably know this, but I'll show you the proper way to combine items at an anvil to keep your costs from going through the roof with your final creation. Really, you just want to kind of combine everything 1 by 1 and then 2 by 2, and then if you have to go 3 by 3, you go 3 by 3, but often it's best to kind of go 2 by 2 with your books and then apply them to your item one at a time instead of trying to combine all your books into one super item, because that becomes really expensive. Alright, but we're here. Let's see if this guy... Yeah, you're perfect. Let's see if we can do this. Would you like to go in this hole? No. I was... Alright, we'll try this again. Aw, buddy. Go in the hole. It's like he knows. This might be why you need the trapdoor. Or wait, what am I doing? Can't I just, like... I don't know if building is right. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, now he's upset with me, and I don't blame him. Yeah, I know. I'm messing it up. I'm messing it all up. Oh. He just did it. Alright, never mind. We're fine. Thank you, sir. Now, would you be interested in turning yourself into... No? I thought this worked. There we go. Now this should work. Assuming we did it right. Lunge 2? No. Oh, it is going to cost more because we punched the guy. But should be fine. Alright, you can do it. Silk touch, that's only 8. Oh, I need to bring you a book as well. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. Oops. I will return in a minute. Just sit tight. Yeah, I know. There you guys go. We'll be back. Just sit tight. Yeah. I can't believe I forgot you need a book. Oh boy. Also, 3 of them down there. That's gonna be a, that might be a bit of a logistical nightmare. What do you mean, no? Uh-oh. Where we go? There we go. Alright. Making our way back. Hold on, my OBS has been being goofy. 1 second. There we go. Oh, hey, Josiah. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well tonight. I don't know why I'm so slow. Oh, it's all good. Morning, that's cool. Yeah, this stream is just kind of me goofing off in Minecraft. It doesn't really have a direction or anything like that. We're just kind of doing enchanting stuff in this one. That's all good. Although our books are over here, right? Those are regular. Where's our actual... Oh, down here. Okay. Why do I sound so sad? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm mostly just, I just consider myself lazy. Maybe that's coming across. No, we had a good day. Not too much to complain about. Am I what, lazy? Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's no worries. I don't know. I might do one at some point, maybe if I decide to take this a little bit more serious, but to be honest, my webcam is not hooked. No, come here. Just 1 second. My webcam isn't hooked up right now, and lad, please don't. There we go. And I don't feel like going through all the trouble of hooking that up and setting that up for a stream and doing all of that work, because to be honest, these are nice, cozy, lazy things that I like to do. And the more I put work into something like that, the more I'm going to want to take it serious, and I just don't know if I'm interested in that quite yet. Maybe at some point, though. We'll see. Do not like that there's 3 of these ones down here. Let's make this a little bigger so they maybe they walk around. No. You? Yeah, I want a silk touch. Also, they forgot they're mad at me, which is pretty nice. I want more than 1 silk touch. If I get more than 1 silk touch, I probably can't get the, mending. But having more than 1 silk touch is good, because then I can put the cherry blossom leaves in my house. And I do value that. So let's do that real quick. Maybe 26 will still get us mending. Oh yeah, we don't beat up villagers. We do our best to not ruin their days. We also don't hurt chickens or cows or anything like that. It's not that we're vegetarian, it's just mostly... It's nicer to not. I thought that doing this would cause this guy to, lose his profession. It seems like he's just kind of hard stuck on being a librarian with that. Ah. Y'all okay? There's an angry llama up there. Bookshelf. See you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, and there's the mending. Oh, and we can buy it. Perfect. This has been a really easy... Worked out great. Alright, I'm going to keep you there so that we can have mending later as well. And... you can just do it this way. Y'all are fine in there. You'll be just great. Why is... Alright, so that was actually a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Let's make our way home. Oh, I forgot. I need sticks and diamonds to make the hoe. There we go. Alright, we also should get all of this back. Actually, the lead can go here. Oh, I didn't put the dirt away. That's alright. All of this is good. So now it's just put the dirt away and then do silk touches and a mending. I'm not going to worry about using the silk touch quite yet. We'll keep that for later. But we want the mending. Efficiency 4. I know there's efficiency 5. I don't think we need to get that crazy with this. We do need Unbreakable. So, let's fish a little bit for Unbreakable. We can also put that on the hoe itself, but actually these might be good to combine. Efficiency 4 on that. No Unbreakable there. Smite 4 might be good for having it on a sword. Yeah, we'll get Smite 4, because we can use that later for a sword. Now what are we looking at? Sharpness 3 and piercing? No. We got a good on breaking here. No, just more efficiency. What do you have? Nothing? Oh. Maybe you just spend 1 here. Gotta throw away. Still efficiency. Still just piercing. Yeah, we'll just do 1 more throwaway. Because if we do this right, we're basically going to, I want to keep these. Use these. Breaking 2. Is Unbreaking 2 good enough? Sweeping Edge 3, we want... Unbreaking 3. That's good enough. Unless this shows us a 4, but... no. Alright. Unbreaking 3 on the hoe. Perfect. Now, we have 28 XP. Let's go ahead and get some iron. Three of those. And if I'm correct, it's this for an anvil. Yeah. So, let's take the anvil. Let's put that right next to our enchanting. That's a good spot. And so let's take efficiency 4 and mending. That costs 2. Now combining this with our book as 8. And now our hoe is ready to go. Put this away. We can put the rest of the books here. We'll keep the books in this section now. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Lunge 3, Sweeping Edge 3. Smite 4. None of those, both of these. So these are the books we don't actually have a big use for. Maybe we'll combine them later with something, or we'll use those for weaker stuff, but stuff that we want to keep and actually use, we'll have in this section. You go there. Iron ingots can go back. Although it might make sense to make a second anvil. No, we'll make that when it's time to do that. Alright, 64 still. Alright. Night visions, fire resistance. I don't think we need the fire resistance, but it doesn't hurt. Alright. So now, let's go back to the deep dark. Well, let's eat. Take a quick inventory or something. I hope I put it in the right spot, or maybe I just... maybe it was in furnishings. Oh, there it is. Yeah, extra bed. That'll be useful. Um, Also because we're not planning on doing any combat in the Deep Dark. We're going to take our nice stuff off. And we're going to put that in storage for now. In favor of old busted stuff. There we go. And I think this is everything we need to be ready for the Deep Dark. Actually, maybe it would also make sense to bring some ladders just to get out. Alright, this is not a good storage place for sticks, but that is not something I want to fix right now. We have other things to do. Alright, ladders there. We can get more stone, although given where we're going, probably makes more sense to go cobble deep slate. Alright, let's make our way downtown. Looking for 944, which is this way, and positive 304, which is this way. Good deal. Effectively, there's a giant mountain over here. I don't know if it's a big enough mountain that we can expect an ancient city. But it's still a pretty reasonably sized mountain, so who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, or maybe we'll get eaten by a warden. That's the dice you roll. As long as we don't lose this hoe, because that was the whole. We just put, you know, what was that 21 XP into getting this hoe made? So if we lose this, that's going to be a little bit of a rough loss. But at the same time, I do think that we stand to gain more as long as we don't trigger and get destroyed by the warden in the Deep Dark. I've never been in there, so who knows? Maybe it's a lot easier than I'm making it out to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere up on this mountain right here. And we're going to place a bed. We're going to make a little respawn spot here so that if we get blown up, we can just immediately get back to our stuff. Hopefully. Yeah, there it is. It's that big torch section. Good stuff. If my memory serves me well, this is set up so that I can take this all the way down just by holding left click. No, there's no but. We're just going to send it. Right, we have arrived. Welcome to the Deep Dark. Let us put our bed. What a good spot. Great. All right, and so what we want to do here is we want to be very sneaky. We want to destroy before we get into big harvest mode. We want to basically take out any of those warbly streaker looking things. Apparently they're designed to look like the human larynx. Being a not doctor, I don't see it. Actually, this is just kind of open here. If I don't see any of them, maybe I can just farm and harvest. Let's see how it works. It should be pretty fast. Yeah, that's the stuff. Thank you. I hope that this, I hope this goes a little bit deeper than just this. I'd be pretty surprised if it was only one little pocket. Also, for being the Deep Dark, it's not very deep. At least it's not very deep yet. Let's see if we can use the... Well, no, we put our bed there, so that might not be... No, nothing. It's odd. Yeah, we can make that. Let's go ahead and just keep checking down. Maybe there's more. All right. Now we're looking at something here. Let's, I don't know if this is enough. In fact, I'm pretty certain it won't be. Let's just see if we can. Nope. Oh well. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Alright, so that thing heard me, but I didn't hear any shrieker thing, so I don't think there is one. Can you not? Okay, that was probably not it. Alright, so that thing is now gone. That was a bad idea. I don't know why I did that. I don't think that's one of them. I think... No, that's definitely one of them. We don't want to do that. I don't think we should be continuing in that direction. You know what? Honestly, we're fine. The only downside is now we don't have a clean way out. We can deal with that. Leaving the deep dark? It looks like we might be. Or maybe it's going deeper and darker, who knows? Nope, I think we're just outside of the bounds. Alright, going back. Yeah, we're leaving. Alright, but that wasn't too bad. Kind of wish there was, a city, but we can't ask for everything. Alright, what we can look for, though, is the way out. I could have swore it was like right here. Maybe it's up there. I might just build up to it. Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. So we can just do, that's not right. There we go. We have our bed right there, too. Alright. That was a sufficiently fun introduction to this place. I'm pretty sure there are more interesting versions of it out there. So, we'll see if we can find those. Although, for now, let's get ourselves out of here. Alright, sun's coming up, so we can kind of just look around. Although, given the amount of XP that we got out of that, it might make sense to go find another one. Although I'm not sure what the difference between that and just an hour at our good monster farm would be. I guess this is more engaging, so let's go see if we can find another, like, mountain. Maybe we just go in this direction. Maybe. I'm realizing that I don't have very many torches. And I don't have any of my... What am I doing? I don't have my night vision potions either. Yeah, we're not going to another deep dark. Yeah. That's alright. We'll find another one. Really, it's just find a direction and go on it. Wait until mountains. Once found mountains, go underground, probably deep dark. jump scare. There we go. There's home. We're going to do one more level, and then we're going to go up and see what we can put together as far as books. It might be easier just to go to emeralds. I don't find that many emeralds, I find, so harder to do that through the villages. Alright. There's probably more to get there, but not right now. I'm gonna go and throw that bottle O Enchanting, and then we're gonna use the levels that we have to get ourselves... I'm gonna just look at what kind of books we can put together. Because if we can get some books with some reasonable enchants on them, then maybe we can use that to, you know, really it depends. It would be nice to have a bunch of like Protection 4 books that we can use to combine with mending books that we can naturally get to make it so that we just naturally put the gear together the way we want it. But don't know if that is if we're gonna get that lucky, to be honest. We might get a couple pieces, but likely we're not even gonna come close with the with 39 here. I thought that would give more enchanting levels. Didn't give me anything. It just kind of broke. Hmm. Oh well. Maybe I read it wrong. Let's see what we can do with this. We have the silk touches, which we need a silk touch for an axe, and we need a silk touch for a pickaxe or a shovel. Really all three. But we also need mending, and loyalty would be cool. No, none of those. Don't know if I want to use books to... How else am I going to cycle it, though? Every way I do it, I'm going to have to cycle it a little bit, so... I'll just take... Well, no, because if I combine books to make stronger books, it doesn't actually work the way I want it to. So these are just throwaway books. Protection 3. I mean, I want protection 4, though. Maybe I have to make protection 4. Piercing 4. Projectile protection 3. Nah, none of those. Feather falling 4 is a definite yes. Loyalty 3. Sharpness 3. But if I'm at third, I can't do another one. That's rough. Okay, that's fine. What would it be? Ooh, infinity. Ooh, we already have an infinity. We don't need to worry about that right now. Power 4. That does give me the power I want on the bow. But we're more looking for things like mending. Let's just keep going. Feather falling 1, no. And breaking 3. There we go. That's our next push. So you guys are getting kept. Protection 3, feather falling 4. And you all... If I take a power 1, power 1 to make a power 2. Now I have a power 2. Yeah, that's not so much what I want. Hmm. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Finally looked up the spyglass. Well, I looked up the amethyst shard. And I learned what it's for. Yeah. I wonder if I let you see, like, further. Like, right now, I am not loading in the chunk with my house there. Yeah, nothing. But, what if we... Oh, that is 32. We are max. So it doesn't give you visibility on things that are not loaded in. And now that that is... Okay, yeah. That's a really good zoom. I like that. I really want Silk Touch on my on a tool that I can use to trim some of these trees, because then I could get enough of the petals to put in my house. The problem with that is I don't know what tool is best for doing trees. I don't know. Maybe we just go beat up the nether for a little bit. Just do like a just a little 8-minute wither skeleton fight. Because if we get one more skull, then we can fight the wither. Although I don't know if that's the best idea with our current configuration. Although I'm pretty sure we can just do a tunnel strat where we put the wither down the end of a tunnel and then we back up and just shoot it with the bow over and over. Though we will have to repair our bow for that. And also, maybe make our bow a little bit stronger. Look at the C3. Maybe I can use that to get some mending. Maybe that's something we can do for the rest of the stream. Just do some fishing. But I would have to get lore. I do have one lore. If I can get another one... Well, no, because I want mending on this as well. Because I don't want to have to repair it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do another run. We'll do 8 minutes in another with our potions. Maybe we'll get some magma creams. Maybe we'll maybe we'll get a wither skull. We'll definitely have fun though. Yes. You're all such cool characters. That don't go there. And this is not the way I want to go. You want to go this way. Maybe that's something we'll start doing. Maybe we'll start farming Endermen. And get some pearls and see if we can go to the end. Because I know we can take out the dragon with what we have. That's easy. Dragon hasn't changed, so that's kind of a gimme. Hey, buddy. Come here. Yeah, I know. It's rough to be a skeleton. I'm not fireproof. I don't know why I'm just walking into that. Like it's fine. Because it's fine. That's why. There we go. That's okay. I want to be withered. It don't bother me none. Come here. I did not look at that Enderman, did I? Alright, just making sure. Because that was close. Oh wow. I forgot that I'm not wearing my good armor. That's why I'm getting hit so hard. Oh wow. That is a third wither skull. We are going to get that home. We're just going to call that a victory. And then we're going to put our good gear on and come back here to do our potion run. This is already... That's already success. It's wild that we have a whole wither without ever having, gotten looting on any of our stuff. I will not complain. I'm done putting a door here. Maybe I'll bring in the iron one. But just kind of tired of worrying about them breaking it down. Alright, that is our third skeleton. So theoretically at this point, if we wanted, we could fight the wither. Which we might do that sooner rather than later, because the wither is a pretty well understood boss in this game. And I would love to get a beacon online. The first semblance of a beacon is basically free buffs. And it goes fully vertical. So with where this mine shaft is, we might be able to get it to extend somewhere all the way over to like that monster farm or to the areas that have monsters down there. And if we can do that, then it'll make the farming process even more fun, because we'll have an area that will be able to really utilize our power on. Let's get some hay bales and let's put them... I know that this is the worst way of doing this, but it's just so simple. I guess we can do this as well. There we go, and bread is back on the menu. That seems... yeah, that's a good way. Put you there. I don't need that netherrack. I'm just gonna throw it. There we go. Alright, now let's get to that nether fortress and fight some stuff. Readjusted my seat, made sure I'm all comfy. Let's get out there and start fighting some things. Wow. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. I don't know what is going on with this, but I am not going to complain. Can we get more? Yeah, come here. What I would really like is some magma cream, but this is okay too. Can I hit you from here? I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, we can. That's just a sword. We're okay there. We did see a magma cream, but he jumped into the lava ocean. So, oops. Come here. Nice. Alright, we should get back before we run out of fire resistance. Should be fine. If we can hit. There we go. Now let's get out of here. I wonder. Nah, okay. Oh, but that does. Okay, that makes sense. That's a shame. Alright, so we have 4 of those now. Maybe for next session we'll do the Widow Skeleton. That could be fun. Get our first beacon going. Wonder how our crops are doing. Well, let's check that in the daylight. Nice, our wheat's ready. pumpkins are ready. Maybe we'll harvest those. All of our beets are good. Our watermelons are set. Oh, perfect order too. Yeah, let's harvest. And as far as I understand, I just leave this alone and more watermelons will grow right there. So, we'll just leave that be. Yeah, we're going to call that an oops. And there we go. We're fine. We're fine. Although I wish I would have, That's fine. We don't need that many pumpkins anyway. I'm not going to worry about wheat. We have more wheat than we'll ever need. Are you real? Just right away. Thank you. There we go. All right. So I know it's only been about 2 hours, but I'm going to call this stream a little bit early today. We got our super hoe made. We have a reasonable amount of XP, and we have a reasonable amount of these books made. Still many more to go. Much more experimentation. And if we can get our hands on some emeralds, we do have mending queued up in the nearest village over there, so that's still an option. But I'm going to do a little bit more research. I'm going to play a couple more games and other stuff, and we're going to come back to this later. Today was fun. I feel like we got quite a few things done. Even if it was just kind of hanging out doing, chill, boring, enchanting stuff. We did get to go into the Deep Dark. That was pretty cool. But I think this is going to be it. So, if you've watched up to this point, thanks for hanging out. We all make this fun. If you're watching in the future, hope you're doing well. But this is going to be it. So, until next time. Be good to each other, y'all.